What's up guys, welcome back to my camper conversion YouTube channel. So today's video, as part of this Mercedes minibus conversion, is going to be laying down the flooring. I've already boarded everything out, as you can see. There should be videos on my channel showing everything from the flooring, from the side insulation, roof insulation, this, that, the other. Now I need to get the flooring laid down before I can then finally start to build up the full interior units. So I've been umming and ahhing of what type of flooring to go for, whether to go for laminate flooring or the more usual Altro safety flooring. I've sort of gone for best of both worlds, and I've gone for a laminate look safety flooring. So I've got a big roll there, that's a 9 metre roll, so that's more than enough. That'll be able to cover the entire back portion of this. This is about 4 metres long. Then I'll also be able to cover the front cab area as well, because I'm going to be fitting another seat up the front, which means I'm going to have to be ripping up some of this flooring. So to neaten it back up, again, I'll just follow the flooring through and cover a lot of the cab area in the same flooring as well. So before I actually start getting around to laying the flooring down, I'm going to put some underlay sheets throughout, all the way down. I've got some thin 5mm XPS sheet in here. This is generally used for laminate flooring, but it should be good enough to use for the Altro as well. It's just going to take some of the thudding noise from walking around on the ply, because if you're walking around on the safety directly on top of the ply itself, it's just going to echo that a little bit more compared to if there's going to be just that little bit of insulation sheeting in between the safety flooring and the ply itself. So to adhere that down, I'm just going to be using some trim fix spray adhesive just on the ply flooring. I'm only going to be using quite a light dusting of that stuff. It's just going to be more to be sure that the XPS can't budge or move around while I'm laying the safety flooring on top of it, because if you spray that directly onto the XPS boards, it will actually start to eat away at it. So I'm just going to be putting a light dusting on the ply itself, wait till it's almost cured, then I'll be laying down the boards on top of it, so then it's just going to stick, it won't have a chance to eat away inside it or anything. Then there'll be another coating going on top of the safety flooring, and again, just leaving it for a minute or two, let it cure up a bit, then it'll be getting laid down on top of the XPS, and by the time this video is all done, through the magic of editing, we should have some fully insulated underlaid flooring with some laminate look safety flooring laid on top. So I'm going to get some safety gear out, get some respirator masks on, because some of the additives in the spray adhesive aren't particularly nice to you as well. So respirator mask, spray adhesive, safety gear on, we'll get cracked on. And for everything that I'm going to be using in this video, I'll put links in the description of the video, just in case you want to buy similar sort of stuff yourself. So as I say, let's get cracked on. So that's all the insulation down. I've also gave it a brush over as well, because obviously you want to be sure that this is going to be a nice flat smooth surface before the flooring goes down, because once the flooring's down you would be able to feel any bumps underneath it if it wasn't flat and clean. So I've gave it all a brush down as well, so now it's a case of getting the safety flooring in. It's a hell of a heavy roll, that one though, because it's a really long roll, 9 metres, so very very heavy. Once it's in, I'll be laying it going lengthways, and although it's only 2 metres wide, I'll basically going to have the same sort of gap going down the side there. I'd still rather have that, because this entire right hand side of the bus is going to be full of kitchen units and then bed at the very back, so none of this is going to be visible at all. And I'll still cut a strip running down the side just to level it all off and still make it look nice and neat anyway, but I'd rather have one continuous strip going all the way along lengthways rather than a couple of strips going widthways, which you'd then have to join up with gap sealants, this, that, the other. So I'd rather have one continuous length going all the way down with just a small little strip that will get hidden away with all the kitchen units in the bed when all that's in place. So I'm going to do pretty much the same as what I've just done with the insulation. I'm going to get the safety flooring in place. I'm going to peel it back and apply the adhesive to the safety flooring, not to the foam. And again, just leave the glue for a couple of minutes just to cure off. And then I'll roll it back down on top of the insulation, and then that'll basically just stick it in place. Then I'm basically going to do this half and half. I'll do the back half, then the front half, and by the end of it I should have a fully floored bus ready to be built up. So I'll get cracked on.
Right, so there we go, that is all of the flooring done. I've put a little trim going down the right hand side where the roll itself wasn't quite wide enough, just to cover over where there was a little bit of the underlay still on shore. Now on the flooring itself, all the way down the left hand side, it's going to get covered with the sofa bed and the bathroom. The right hand side is going to be covered over with all the kitchen units and the full size bed as well. So I'm pleased with how all this has turned out. All the main walkway has turned out really nicely with hard wearing Altro type flooring. So I hope you found this video useful. Give it a good old thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. The only thing left to do with this flooring now is to fit another seat up the front and add a little bit more flooring around the front seat area. I'll cover that in another video though, so hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up and follow along with the build, and I'll see you on the next video of the series. Thanks for watching.